Hey guys, this is the video tutorial showing you how to make this balaclava, which is the best-selling product I sell in my Etsy store. In my Etsy store, I make it with fleece, like you can see in these pictures, and you have to use a stretchy fabric if you want to have it over a helmet, like you see in this picture. I have, however, for this tutorial used soft shell fabric, which is the black one you see underneath, which is windproof and waterproof, and then the gray fabric is wool. So this, what I'm making now, will not be stretchy, so this will not fit over a helmet, okay? And this is the part that goes down the neck over the chest. Remember, this has to be cut on the fold, like you can see here. And then you have the mask, which is also supposed to be cut on a fold, but I did not have enough fabric, so I have cut 2 pieces. Then you need some string around the mask and the hoodie, and then you have to have these fasteners. But you also have to have eyelets to make the beautiful holes. So go ahead and place your hoodie pieces, both of them, right side to right side. And then go ahead and sew where I'm pointing in the video, all the way around that edge. Do that on both of them. And once you have that, you're going to keep one of the pieces wrong side out, which is my black, and then you're going to turn the other one so you have one facing right side out and one facing the wrong side out. And then you're going to place the one facing right side out inside of the other one. So they're going to have right sides together. And then you're going to line up these edges and use either pins or clips. I use clips, like you can see here. So now the right sides are together on the inside, and you're going to sew along the edge where I'm pointing all the way to the opposite side. Remember not to sew down. And then you're going to flip it inside out. So you're going to have the right sides out once you flip it. And then for the curved edges, I do recommend cutting tiny slits, as you can see in this clip coming up here. For all of the curved edges, I do recommend doing this. Grab your scissor and just make tiny slits all the way up to the edge of the seam. So that when you flip it, you're going to have a very nice, clean, curved edge. Go ahead and clip the entire piece together so it doesn't move. And then we're going to go ahead and place the eyelets. So if you use eyelets a lot, I do recommend buying something that's a little bit better to use than this. This was probably the cheapest thing I could find. Remember to place the eyelets on the curve. Don't place it further down. And once you have that, you can see the eyelet only goes through the top layer. It doesn't go through both of the layers. We're going to place the string on the inside before we sew it down. But once you place the string on the inside, we're going to clip it together with the clips that's holding both of the fabrics, okay? So that when you sew it, so that in this video, in this clip, you can see that the string is being held together by the clips. So that when you sew along the edge, it does not sew the string. So you're going to start from the eyelet and then sew all the way. So once you have that, your string should be able to move freely. And then you have a beautiful edge alongside the hoodie. And then if you have a fabric like mine, you're going to have to stitch the edges to make them, keep them from fraying. Just do a zigzag switch. As you can see, I've turned the hoodie inside out, and then you're going to sew them together. So this is what you should have now. We're going to place this to the side and we're going to go over to the neck piece. So since I have wool, I'm going to have to again zigzag the entire edge. If you have fleece, fleece doesn't fray, you don't have to do the same. But once you have done the edges, you're going to have to stitch, place it wrong side together and then stitch the edge and then place it to the side. And then again, this part in the center should be on the fold, but I did not have enough fabric, so I'm just going to place them wrong sides together and then stitch the edge. So this is what you should have if you cut something, if you cut it on the fold. You're just going to place it wrong sides together and then stitch the edge. And once you flipped it inside out, we're going to place the eyelets. Just like that. And once you've done that, you're going to do the same as before, placing the string on the inside, push it all the way up to the edge, and then use a clip to grab the string. Again, we don't want to sew the string down. We want to be able to move it to make the mask tighter. So this is the mask that we're working on here. And once you've clipped it all together, just sew along the edge. So now we're going to assemble everything. This is your mask right side out. And then you have your hoodie also right side out. And as you can see, I've placed them facing opposite way. And then you're going to grab your chest piece, your neck piece, and then you're going to flip that inside out. So you're going to have the wrong side out on this part, okay? And then pay attention to how we assemble. You're going to have the long side of the chest piece towards the front of the mask. But place that to the side for now. We're going to first place the mask inside of the hoodie. Inside of the hoodie. And as you can see, the part with the strings of the mask is pointing towards the back of the hoodie. You don't have to perfect it right now. Just place it inside. And then you're going to grab your chest piece. Again, long side towards the face, and you're going to place that on the outside of the mask. So that's going to encapsulate everything. Wrong side out on the chest piece. And then I want you to take your time and line up all of the edges together. That's going to take a little bit of time, and then clip everything. So now if I pull this chest piece down, you can see the mask is right side out on the inside. And then everything is clipped together, ready to be sewn. And then you're just going to sew along the edge all the way around. There you go. Now you can go ahead and flip down the chest piece, the neck piece. And then you're actually done. But what you can do now, you can place your little clips, your little fasteners on the edges of your strings, especially on the mask piece. I recommend doing that because then it's much easier to fasten the part that I'm showing now. Just use a couple of those. It's going to make the mask even more beautiful. And then it's about time we try it on. So here you can just see me push the mask up. And then again, this is not, does not have any stretch. And then I can tighten the hoodie. And as you can see, the mask is quite big if I don't use the fasteners in the back. So if I pull the hoodie down, I can pull the mask up and just use it that way. So I did not put any fasteners on this just yet because they didn't fit my string, so I have to buy a couple of new ones. But as you can see, I could just pull the strings and then the mask will be tight. And I can always just have it down, of course, wear it like this when it's warm. And then you can also just use the hoodie and keep the mask down. Okay, hope you're happy with your new balaclava, and I will see you in the next video.